What's going on, everybody? Bottom tier collector here. Just want to give a reaction video. Spoiler alert. I loved it. I freaking loved it. Was it the perfect movie? Was it God's gift to superhero movies? No. Um, I'm seeing negative reactions to the production quality, and honestly, it's just got me wondering now that I've seen the movie. TV show production has come a long way. I mean, things like The Mandalorian are essentially like an 8-part movie. Like season 1 could be like it's like an 8-part movie. So like, is the production really that bad, or are you getting used to high quality TV shows? And that is skewing your eyes, your opinions, your thoughts on movie production. Because a lot of people are saying it has TV quality, and I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Give the Lex Luthor actor an Oscar. Won me over. I thought Guy Gardner's portrayal was grounded compared to the comics, but very accurate at the same time. Really appreciated that portrayal of Guy Gardner. Mr. Terrific was awesome. And then I'm just going to kind of be quick. I don't want to just say too much. I feel like saying too much is just going to ruin it. But I want to say this because I'm not hearing people talk about this. There is a cliche formula in superhero movies that I cannot stand, and I know a lot of fans can't stand this. I cannot stand the formula where you go into a movie wanting to see the main character do his main character thing, and you only get it for like 10 minutes at the end of the movie. We get all this build up to a climax at the end of the movie, and you get jerked. You get fan serviced for like 10 minutes. That is not the case in Superman. You get to see superheroes do superhero shit. And it's all throughout the movie. And it's awesome. And it's great. And I don't have to slog through character development to learn. I don't have to learn about these people for an hour and a half to see a 20-minute, or not even a 20-minute. Sometimes it's like a 5-minute boss fight. Like, that is not in the movie. You get to see superheroes doing superhero shit, and they all look cool. They all get their time in the spotlight. And then I'm just going to segue into that saying, the fact that there's more superheroes than just Superman in the movie, it doesn't take away. That's one of my biggest problems with the MCU. Like, take for instance Captain America Civil War. There's like 15, 20 superheroes in that movie. It's not a Captain America movie. It's like an Avengers movie. The MCU is terrible about being claustrophobic with their cast, their rosters in their movies. So yeah, there's more than Superman in the movie, but it works. It's fine. That doesn't take away from Superman being the star. Superman is Superman in the movie, and I don't want to say too much. That's just all I want to say. I just feel like if you watch this, if you're somebody that's willing to watch reaction videos before you see the movie, I just want to reiterate to you, you will get to see superheroes do superhero shit in the movie. And some of it's quite creative, in my opinion. Alright, so I'm going to insert a little jump cut here, and I want to defend the movie. I know people may not be here for this, and I'm one of these people. I've always tried to keep my channel positive, And if I have anything negative to say, I'm just not going to put it on camera. Just based on conversations I'm having within the community, based on reviews I'm seeing, I just feel a need to say this and vent. Okay, so if you're here to hear me vent, I want to say some of this, may, it's not going to spoil the movie, but it may take away some of your enjoyment for the movie. So this is just your warning. A lot of people are calling this woke Superman, and that's not fair. It is not fair to this movie at all. It is, of my opinion, my experience dealing with the anti-woke people when it pertains to comic books, they're more about anti-politics. Don't want politics in my comics. Well, comics have been propaganda since the Golden Age. I hate to break it to you. In terms of Superman, truth, justice, and the American way is American propaganda. My lights just went out. I'm going to keep going. Superman has been in comic books punching Nazis. That's political. I think he's fought the Ku Klux Klan before. That's political. That's woke. Captain America has fought Nazis. Lex Luthor has literally run for president. If that's not political. In fact, Lex Luthor was president. So if that's not political, I don't know what is. Green Arrow and Green Lantern were like progressive of their time superheroes in the Silver Age. We have had, and they're highly collectible, so you can't tell me the community doesn't support this stuff. I don't want to say highly collectible, but there is a facet of the community I know that collects these things. There used to be, I think it was Richard Nixon, teamed up with Marvel to have like anti-drug issues. That's political. That's propaganda. That is what you would consider woke. So I just think there's social commentary in the Superman movie. I think some of it, the timing of it, is a coincidence based on what's happening in the world. This movie was made prior to what the social commentary is about. But have you read a Superman comic? I mean, that's really my question to people calling this woke. Superman has done that multiple times before. And this subject matter has been covered in Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam movie. And I don't remember a mass. Now I know it's because it's Superman. I already know. It's because it's Superman. It's the new push DC is putting out there to crank out the DCU. I know that's why they're picking on Superman. But that type of subject matter was covered in Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Black Adam. And I didn't hear anything woke about it. I'll go all the way back to say it's covered in Iron Man, the first MCU movie. That subject matter is covered in Iron Man. And there are characters in comic books who for years have... How do I articulate this without giving anything away about the movie? There has just been characters throughout the history of comics who have participated, have story lines that involve that kind of subject matter. And there are other characters like an Iron Man who have been affected. Like, their character, who they are, what they do, is affected by that subject matter. And I think the way it was addressed and portrayed, I just can't say that it's woke. And I'm definitely, you know, I'm politically somebody that does not want your agenda. I don't care if it's conservative or liberal, or conservative or progressive, I should say. I don't want your agenda pushed down my throat. Again, I don't care what side of the line you are. Just don't spoon feed me your agenda. If you want to have social commentary, you want to put your, art is expression of self, and I'm okay with that. Express your feelings and your beliefs, but do it in a way that allows me to consume your message, but to critically think for myself how I feel about your social commentary. That is constructive conversation. Those are the types of conversations we need to be having, instead of force feeding agendas, whatever side of the political aisle they may be. Because nobody wants to be told what to believe. Nobody does. And again, just beating a dead horse, but I just wanted to vent and defend Superman because of people calling it woke. It's not woke. It's just not. And people just loosely throw that around, and we live in a society where people don't know how to exist without their political crusade. They don't know how to exist without being offended and triggered. Everybody's got to, everybody likes their tribalism. They like to fit into their groups and their labels, and they like to act like it's us versus them all the time. And when it comes to Superman, it's just a freaking comic book movie. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. And if you don't like it, it's fine. You know what you do when you don't like something? You move on to something you do like. And you don't spend your energy on things you don't like, which is what I'm fixing to do with what I'm talking about right now. I don't like to talk about this stuff, so I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for watching the video. Go see Superman. Form your own thoughts and opinions about Superman. I personally loved it. I'm somebody that doesn't particularly like the character of Superman, but I just like to go and support comic books and their movies. I like to vote with my dollars and tell Hollywood, hey, that I want to keep seeing superheroes on the big screen. Keep putting them out there, please. I don't want to see comic book movies and superheroes die out like spaghetti westerns did. And I hope in my heart of hearts that this movie is profitable enough for DC to feel good about James Gunn and his vision, and we can continue on with the DCU, because I'm excited about the vision of James Gunn and what he has planned for DC in the future. Until next time.